Today's the movie.
That's it, my time. I gotta go. So you get another either. I let us find out what everybody's doing. Nobody knows it. Second base. That's her. That's her.
What are you, a track star? It's a costume, man. I'm ready to see. Oh, okay. You're gonna change the music. Oh, you got the little bunny hat? Yeah, bunny hat. You painted? Yeah. This thing's not gonna stick. Yeah, I was just talking about that. I thought about Kevin Jagger. He's not even my man. I thought they were like Jagger. And they look like when I looked down, I looked over in the show, like, so he's talking a little bit about the margin. Right here, right? Do you think you'll be able to? Where is everybody? Zoom! Say hi, Zoom! Morning, Roy! Oh, did we have the music coming out for it too? Oh, this is a classic right here. What is this, Halloween? Yeah, look at all those sunglasses up there. I could have worn the, yeah.
Are you the guy?
I'm not doing also, I'm just one of the guys. I got the pack of cigarettes. You want my right arm? We're just, you know, what's wrong with that? Sandy! Oh, I can dance like that.
On Chili Day. Coincidence? I think the old mortals.
That's what I had it. You want me to do this? Right? One bowl.
Yeah. This is what it looked like when I was.
Alright, we got an argument about a cigarette to go. Alright, where's everybody internally? Are they all eating chili? Thor! God of Thunder!
On Chili Day.
It's Hot Chili Day with the God of Thunder. Alright, let's go and pause this. Everyone's just gonna, I think you guys have a much better chance of winning some prizes. Yeah. We got a lot of people on Zoom. We had like 60 people in this room yesterday. Where is everybody?
They're all making their chili and doing their costumes.
They're making their chili, they're ready to come in at 11.
Yes, they'll all be here.
Well, you know what? It makes it a lot easier for you guys to win your guessing prizes.
Yeah.
Alright, people on Zoom, say some hi, because it's quiet indoors. So I saw Allie come off Zoom for a second, I called her out. Roy said hi. Emily, Ileana, Vanessa, Irma. Someone say hi, because we feel lonely with hearing Zoom so quiet. Not typing.
Good morning.
Thanks, Allie, appreciate you. I said someone say hi, Irma typed hi. Alright, well let's get started. A little bit of light crowd today. We're gonna have some fun today. We're going over some fun stuff, some stuff coming up. And of course, we always get started. It's less dramatic when my thing doesn't work. I gotta turn it on. Always get started with surprises, right?
Yeah.
Come on, shout-outs with surprises here.
Alright, good morning. So, closest to the actual retail price without going over wins a Starbucks gift card.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, so first one on the list is out in Roseman. 4 bedrooms, 3 baths, built in 2016. 2,582 square feet on a 7,400 square foot lot.
Ooh, Roseman?
Cul-de-sac.
2016 though. Damn. It's pretty new.
That is pretty new. Nice.
Wow, look at that TV show they're watching. They're watching The Beach.
Tall,
It's one of those
small backyard.
new tracks right there in the little backyard. That's an engineer's home right there.
Watch out.
Alright, Zoom, there's less competition inside today, so let's see how you guys do. You guys gotta put it on your phone, actual retail price without going over.
It's like 2,400 square feet.
2,582.
Pretty good size.
Let's go, Danny.
By the gods, I declare,
Got 4 in.
$540,000.
Oh, Kitty, I love you.
Daddy Shark's coming for you.
Hey, your voice was good there. You sounded like him. You looked like him too. In the last movie.
I got to open my sunroof and see out the, oh, in the last movie, that's
All
funny.
right, so we got 540, 525, 484.
What do you guys think?
Everybody have their number?
No, we gotta get more guesses here. Come on, where's your guess?
495.
Roseman, 475, 480,
495.
495. Marvin's at 510. 435, 502. 535?
480.
All right, actual retail price is?
470.
480.
They're over. 475's over. 475's up. 4. Jason's up.
Anybody have a dollar?
What you have?
I declare,
415? Anybody have higher than 415?
425.
425? Who was on Zoom at 425? Irma. Irma?
All right.
Did Irma win it?
425.
Everybody was over today. Alright, good job, Irma.
It'll be in your mailbox. All right, second house on the list is West Lancaster. 5 bedrooms, 3 baths, 2005 build, 2,500 square feet on a 7,000 square foot lot. Very nice, clean, empty. Interesting. Nice backyard.
Very
I
cookie
think it
cutter.
looks like it had.
Yeah, brand new grass. That sod just got put in.
Oh yeah.
It's already dead by now.
no pool, no covered patio.
West Lancaster, 5 bedrooms.
Lancaster, yeah. West Lancaster or East? West?
Yeah. We don't really know. Good saying.
Alright, what are you guys thinking?
All
590?
right, Zoom,
I'm staying with
650, 620.
605, 589,
530.
606, 650, 595, 650. 560. We got a lot of guesses going on Zoom. 539. Marvin? 540?
All over the place. I'm going 570.
664?
You changed it?
Oh, yeah, I did.
Thor?
That's $1.
That was Ken. I asked Thor.
Oh, 570, I declare it.
All right.
You ready for it?
God,
Ready
if thunder
for
is spoken.
actual retail price is $535.
Oh, I went over.
539.
539?
$50 my gut.
That's over. 539.
No, I'm.
Oh, that's over. You're 4,000 over.
How's closest though?
Can't be over.
We have a 475. Did everybody else go over?
Everybody went over? Yeah.
Man, prices are coming down.
I mean, how bad is it?
Is NTEP for the winner? Is anybody else higher than NTEP at 475?
Leslie, 525.
No.
Leslie at 525?
So roll 525.
We have a winner.
Oh yeah, Leslie. Leslie at 525. Leslie.
All right, you win, good job.
All right, Leslie. She knows about her price reductions.
All right, get it together, folks. Last one.
Oh,
This
one's nice.
Okay.
Look at that tiny little lot.
Wow.
That's at 7,400 square.
Big ass.
4 bedroom, 4 bath, built in 2004.
In West Virginia.
3,500 square feet on a 74,000 square foot lot.
This is here.
It says West Lancaster.
You can see the desert behind this beautiful house.
RV park.
Wow.
It is nice.
That's digitally enhanced. That's not really there. Those aren't really there either. That couch isn't there.
Oh, well, they did a very good job.
They must have used Enview.
Yeah, I need to do that. I need to use that for next season.
Enview Media does it.
What's the backyard?
Oh, that's a pretty.
All
I
right.
like it. All right, what do you guys think?
I got 720 right
685. 685. You guys see how big that house is? It's a mansion.
745, 720,
875, 625. Oh, we're all over the place on this one. 815,
750.
750, 730, 725, 700. What do you got, Sean? 765.
710.
This one's challenging. You guys all
My
got your
hammer
guesses?
declares it's 720 or less.
Well, is it only 3 bedroom? Then it's only 3,500
Oh.
square feet.
Only?
Oh,
It's four. And only?
Let's see.
Only 3,500 square feet, that's huge.
They didn't show bathrooms, you know that.
They did on the last one.
Well, they
Just
can't.
one.
There's a bathroom.
There's a bathroom.
They do have bathrooms in this
All
house.
right.
I'm sure there's bathrooms in it.
Just wanted to see.
4 of
It's
them.
like 4 of them.
Are we ready?
Ready?
Actual retail price without going over is
9.
$950. What are you guys so low for? That's a mansion in freaking West.
Anybody above 720?
I got 9.
I got
750. You got 9?
So you got 9 even?
99 on Zoom.
9? Alex Galena had $899.90. She was a dollar off,
Andrew had
or
9.
$100 off. We have a 9.
I win.
Do the totals in the back.
Yeah, sold.
How many do you have wait?
Sold in the last 2 weeks by not a KW agent.
I thought they were.
No, sold.
Well, the one last week. Well, that was the day before. All of them. I know.
I flip my hair at you.
Yep.
All right, so thank you guys. Don't forget the chili cook-off is at what time? 12?
12 o'clock. We do costumes after this.
Costume at 11, chili cook-off directly after. So on check on the contract. And I'm gonna ask Sochi Flores to come up and give you guys a few.
Let's go, Sochi.
Good
Most of
morning.
you know me, I'm Sochi, I work at On Track Escrow with the other two lovely escrow officers. And so I was asked to bring just a few tips as to why we're seeing houses fall out of escrow. Just a few things that we've seen. For one, lenders are getting stricter. The lenders are getting stricter. We're seeing that home buyers aren't able to obtain mortgage approval. So if you're coming with pre-quals, but it's probably best, like John and I were talking about, to have approvals, like pre-approvals, or have them get backup approvals. Also, inspections, so when inspections, they're revealing that there's more problems with the house than they thought, and that appraisals are falling short of agreed upon sale prices. What I'm seeing, is that, and they're not gonna come out straight out and say it, what feel that I'm getting is that buyers aren't comfortable with the monthly mortgage payment and out-of-pocket costs that are happening, that's occurring, and part of it or a lot of it, or they're just not being properly updated, or it's not being clearly conveyed to them what the costs are. So if in the beginning, if these are getting extended out beyond the close date of 30, 35, 40 days, they're going into 60 days, those numbers have to be updated. The lender has to update numbers, escrow needs to update numbers, so that when it gets to closing and we're at loan docs, they're not surprised. They're like, oh, what happened? It was this, 30 days ago, it was you know, and then we're kind of backtracking, you know, oh, this is what happened, oh, prorations changed, or the rate expired, or, you know, they just need to be, more communication with the buyers along the way, especially when they're being drawn out, and they're being drawn out. The loans are just, they are.
You guys are still seeing a lot of appraisals coming in undervalued? That's still common?
Yeah, I'm seeing them, yeah, we're seeing them. Yeah, you're having more credits to buyer for closing costs, you're getting.
So they're asking for 10,000 over with a $10,000 credit.
You're still seeing some of that, yeah.
Yeah, to cover like the rate and stuff.
I'll give those lenders some communication.
Yeah, honestly, yeah, the community, I mean, I was just doing a little bit of research even online, and that's kind of the consensus, is that it's like a shock, you know, interest rates are higher, the mortgage payment's a little bit higher than expected. Some of them are like, they're just comfortable at that interest rate, and if it moves at all, they're completely out of their comfort zone.
So as your guys, when you're the buyer's agent, it's super important to make sure the listing agent is aware of delays and do your extension of time addendums. Don't ghost the listing agent or escrow. And as the listing agents, you guys gotta really stay on top of the buyer's agents as far as contingencies go. So
Yeah.
if everybody follows the contingencies and the buyers are asking for the extension, and everybody stays in clear communication, it's still gonna be a win-win for everybody. It's when nobody communicates.
Right.
And we're just guessing.
Yeah, because if you're communicating throughout the transaction somewhere in, you know, 40th day, the state's extended, or, you know, close to closing, the buyer is fully aware. They might have to just make some adjustments. It may be like, you know, if communication is the cornerstone of any relationship. It just is. So, yeah.
Awesome.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. So to jump on that bandwagon real quick on there, so communication is key, guys, and your job is a problem solver. So when those rates do bump up and the rate is going to expire, or there's things that can happen to make the deal fall out, remember, you're in the art of making a deal. You could negotiate, you could try to figure out a way to find a solution, right? You're problem solvers, and if you're not sure of a solution, they've heard it all. They've seen it all. They have solutions every single day. And if you're unable to think of something creative, they might be like, oh, just do this, this, and this. And you might be able to find something solution. So take advantage of them. They're right there. You go in and bug them. I do it once a week and maybe once a day to bug them about questions. Make sure you take advantage of that, okay?
Yep.
Awesome. Anything else? Any other questions? They're here. Take advantage.
So you're saying escrows can't be on auto drive anymore?
No.
Dang.
Dang
No.
it.
You can't list them and just go on to the next one. Gotta maintain them.
Yeah, you gotta stay with it.
No, that's a good point.
You gotta stay with the
Yeah.
deal.
Things aren't closing as easy as you imagine, so.
Was
gotta be
it
engaged.
Andrew that said price it to sell or price it to sit? Who said that? Jason or Andrew?
That was Boom Boom.
Yeah.
Boom Boom.
It was amazing.
He's definitely Boom Boom today.
And with the lenders, like getting stricter, I saw an email come through this last week where the lender was reviewing the distance. I mean, it was literally about the distance where the person was purchasing the home from where they lived. Yeah. They were looking at like,
Why?
I think hardship. Or were they gonna keep the, you know, is this
Wow.
sustainable travel? I kind of was surprised to see it.
Wow.
Well, there's a 1 in 5 chance the lender is buying the house right at that moment.
Your lenders are buying up properties, what do you mean?
No, because that's how many will go to foreclosure.
Oh, gotcha. So they're really trying to tighten it up because they see that foreclosure coming around. Well, Ken, you're an asset mark.
No, I was just getting my hair off my.
Okay. A beautiful hair off your shoulders
I'm
here.
not used to this.
All right, we're gonna, we got some updates that are pretty cool going on after I talk about chili cook-off.
Yeah.
We got chili cook-off today, guys, right at 12 o'clock. We're gonna, if you guys see the new future training area up front as we're doing all the construction, we have it all set up for a chili cook-off. We're asking for $5 to enter. It's all going to KW Cares to support that. If you want to try, we are trying the chilies and all the chilies. We are not eating lunch off one chili. So we have enough for everybody to go try for everybody and have some fun. We're going to have a competition to see who the best chili winner is. Every year we have a big championship. So we'll see who the winner is this year. Be careful when you try JD's. Oh my God.
Doesn't that say 2 o'clock?
Judging is at.
Judging is at 2. Chili starts tasting at
I'm surprised I can
12.
read 2.
Yeah, you got a good eye still. Look at that. Yeah, so judging is at 2, and we're gonna start at 12. Right at 11 o'clock, we're gonna do the costume contest for fun. We'll be back in here. I don't think I have a slide for that. Oh no, it's right underneath there. We'll have fun just doing that, so if you guys wanna come back and hang out, we're just gonna have some fun today. It's gonna be a good time, so hang around, try some chili, enjoy the atmosphere, go from there. All right, Mark Chappell's going to be doing a little lunch and learn in the training room on November 12th from 12 to 2. He's going to have some food. He's really going to be focusing on investments and different investment opportunities that he's working on. He's always looking for people that are interested to get involved with some of his investments. So if you want to come to that, learn about it, check it out, just come up RSVP at the front desk. So they can make sure they have enough food for everybody that wants to be a part of
That's
that.
November 1st, 12, not November 12th. That's
What
what
did I say?
that's November 1st,
Yeah.
yeah.
What did I say?
November 12th.
That's a Saturday.
Okay.
It's from
It's
12.
November 1st.
With bowl going on the last few weeks, man, who knows?
All right. So
I'm lucky I'm
that's
getting any of my words
Tuesday.
right.
Next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday,
Wow.
November 1st, not the
Yeah.
12th.
Crazy.
Ignore what I
I don't
said.
know where I'm going.
All right, Purchase Solutions, learn all about the 2-to-1 buy downs.
Oh, man.
If you guys came to if y'all would have just came to the shift class that I taught 3 months ago, we talked all about this. But 2-to-1 buy downs are a thing. They're back November 3rd, 2022, training room, 11 a.m. They'll be talking about 2-to-1 buy downs, how to buy down the rates to get people lower rates, and other options right now because we have to be creative. We have to be very creative to help people with the interest rates. That's why I said there's always solutions. You might be able to buy down the rate and get people more comfortable over the next 2 years. So learn about how that process and how it works. And then we have our very own Amy Constantine speaking at NARREP for the her full women in business. I can think of no one better to go be a guest speaker for that. That's going to be from 4 to 8 at the Rancho Vista Golf Course. If you want tickets, you can hit the link at the NARREP. We'll send that out when we get these links. You can also scan the little QR code, and you guys can sign up for that. If you're a member, it's free to NARREP. I think the membership for NARREP is like $49, $50 too, so you might as well just join. Okay, we're gonna welcome up Mike. We got some cool stuff going on with Command. He's gonna show us to make our lives a little easier. So welcome up, Mike, everybody. Woo! Mike, what?
Doors in the house. Alright guys, so who in here uses DocuSign out of Command or just in general here? So a bunch of us here in the room. So one new feature that they just put in recently is where you're able to DocuSign your own documents directly from your opportunities, which is nice. You don't have to go into DocuSign separately to do these things. You can do it all from here. All right. So first thing, of course, is you got to have your DocuSign account connected to Command. If you're unsure if you have that connected or not, just come and see me. You get set up in your settings. We can verify that if you're not sure if you have it set up already. Afterwards, of course, you can now hop into one of your opportunities. Here's an example that I have right here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to upload a sample doc into one of my areas here. So I'm going to do this one. All right. So let's say that is the document that I need to DocuSign myself. What I got to do here is check the document over on the left, just over on the side here. And then you'll see that this Sign Documents button here at the top becomes clickable. So if I don't have it selected, it's kind of grayed out. It might be a little hard to see, it's kind of small, but it's right here in this area. So I'm going to check on that, and then I'm going to click on Sign Documents. What Command is going to do is it's going to take that and then open up in DocuSign. It might have you log in at this point if it's not logged in already, but in another case, it might just go straight through just like this. from here, I'm just gonna click on continue. And then there's my sample document, disclosure, any form that I need to just sign really quickly myself from here. And, you know, if you used DocuSign before, you know, all of your signature areas are right here. You know, you can just go and put those in, initials, you know, all of your usual stuff. And it's as simple as that. Click on finish.
So you don't have to click on start a transaction?
So I did it in this case because my transaction button is actually kind of grayed out here. But whether you have to you know, click on that or not, you know, you can do this out here separately. So you'll go through that, you'll sign the document, you'll submit it, and then when you get back to command, it'll take a couple seconds, but then you'll see your document now will say signed. So this is how you tell that your document that you just went through this has been signed. So you can click on it there, and then you can see that it's been DocuSigned here, and you know, just directly here from command. And then of course you get an email as well from DocuSign saying that you signed your own document. But that's, you know, basically how you are able to do that directly from command.
Beautiful. Mike, real quick, is do you know if there's future plans where you would be able to add on buyers and sellers without actually going into, like doing it from command without going into DocuSign? Do you know if that's on the work path? Because, or do you not know?
I'm not too sure about that, but you know, this is a new development that they've just put in here. I mean, it's, you know, never say never. You know,
Yeah.
Something that they'll build in the, you know, in the future here with all the developments here with command. It's nonstop and it's constantly being improved on.
Very cool.
Alrighty, so just got that for you guys today. And then tomorrow, with Ignite and everything happening in October, I had to switch my classes around to go around with the calendar. But I'm going to be switching them back to Fridays. So tomorrow at 11, I'll be in here going over smart plans. You know, here in the training room on Zoom. So if you guys want to stop by, learn all about smart plans.
What's a smart plan, Mike?
Smart plan is basically, you know, an automated plan that you can create yourself or use one that's in command already and have those email out to your clients. They can send out emails, they can send out reminders to yourself to do certain things. They can send out text messages if you have that set up. So just, you know, basically you get it set up, you turn it on, and it goes. So.
Is that also the best way to send your listings to your database?
Yeah, that's one way, because you can create a smart plan that is just a single email that you create from there. Design that email to be about your listing, about any announcement that you want, and you know, and have that go out. You know, one of the different ways to send out an email from command, you know, different purposes.
Very cool.
Guys? Cool. All right, thank you.
Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Mike. So just to follow up on this real quick, guys, what's the really the path to being a mega agent? What are the 3 or 4 things that you have to do? Yeah, but it specifically there's, you said it, what? Lead generate? All right, then what?
Follow up. Yeah.
Build a database? So here it is. If you're right from the area, what I'm talking about is build a database, fill it daily, follow up with it systematically, and service all leads. That's it. That's it. That's real estate. That's how simple it is. We make it complicated. It's complicated when you get into the details, but it's that simple. I keep losing my cigarette. I'm not a real smoker, so it just doesn't work out for me. Those are the 4 things you have to focus on. So one of the things there is systematically following up with your database, because you will not remember. Oh, I talked to that person and I got to call back. You will not remember everybody. You have to put them in a database. You have to have it systemized, and you follow up with them, you talk with them, so you can be top of mind when they come to think of move 3 years from now when you met them at an open house. Because I guarantee if you met everyone at open house and 3 years from now they go to move, they're not going to remember you unless you have a systemized way to touch them. That's what smart plans do. They make it simple. So don't overcomplicate it. Use them, come to class, learn about them. Thanks, Mike, as always. Did I lose my cigarette? Some kid's gonna grab it and be walking around smoking. It's gonna be my fault. Okay, any questions on that? Nope. All right, who likes passive income?
I do.
Yeah? A little bit?
Yes.
Who doesn't like passive income? Okay, good. I just want to make sure we're all in the right spot. Passive income. What is passive income? Who could read?
No financial risk, no legal risk, no down payment, no phone calls.
No phone calls. What does that mean?
Legion.
No, I mean maybe a legion. Well, for example, Sam, you own some rental properties. Have you ever got a phone call at a Friday night or something with a broken pipe?
Yep, I sure have.
Sure have, right? So passive income means that you don't get those phone calls, that now you can't go on your vacation because, a perfect example, I believe Mon had an issue with a rental property 2 days ago and had to step out of the office because of flood, right? You don't have those phone calls. Those are still good problems to have when you have rental properties. I'm not saying don't do that. Of course, go get rental properties. But passive income is nice because it's passive. It just shows up. You don't have to do anything to achieve it. I'm gonna have a truthful moment with you guys. When I first got into real estate in Keller Williams and I heard about profit share, taking advantage of it, I didn't care. I was like, it seems whatever, not for me, I don't know. It wasn't something I wanted to focus on. Until I got my first profit share check, and boy did that change. The first capper that went underneath me, and the first month that he was there and did a good month, and I had like $700 show up in my bank account for doing nothing, I went, huh, that was cool. And then my perspective changed, because once you experience it and you realize how it works, you realize, oh, this is cool. Because I had a rental property that I barely made like $40 a month on, that I got every month on rent, that always cost me money, but it was a long-term investment. To make $500 off of doing nothing on one time was really cool. So, all right, so who benefits from it? You and your family, obviously. The Market Center benefits as we grow, and all of KW, because that's how profit share works at Keller Williams. Do we share your commissions?
No.
No, right? So we'll jump into that. Real quick, let's think about this. If you consistently made an extra $500 a month from your profit share, what would that look like for you? What would you do with it?
Go deep sea fishing.
Yeah,
Okay.
I like that. That sounds fun. Every month, can I go?
Sure.
Do you just throw your hammer in the water and the fish all die?
That's it.
Yeah, nice. What else? Who else would do something?
Vacation.
Vacation? Pay bills?
Secure car payment.
Secure car payment? That's how an investor thinks. I'm just kidding. I'm teasing you. But yeah, right, takes away payments, makes you feel more comfortable. You know what Amy did with it, which I thought was pretty cool? She opened up another bank account and it directly deposited in there, and she didn't look at it until it was enough to buy an investment property
Yeah.
as a down payment. I mean, but hey, she's never grown wealth or anything, so I'll do that. Right? So there's a lot of things you could do with that extra money when it shows up. So how does profit share work? So every one of you, when you join Keller Williams, you have to name someone as your sponsor. Let's be very clear what that means, because there's a lot of confusion around this part. I name the person that I just last talked to. No. I name the person that promised to help me do something. No. I name the person that I saw randomly. No, not the purpose. The purpose is that you name whoever's most influential for you joining Keller Williams. Hopefully not leadership, hopefully it's an agent that was most influential for you joining Keller Williams, right? The idea behind the program is we thank the person of the part of the commission that we take, and that it transitions into profit, we give it back to that person as a thank you forever, okay? So it's not meant to be that that person that you name is supposed to be your best friend. It's supposed to be the one that teaches you how to do everything. That's not how it works. Because as your business grows and you get really busy, the fact is new agents take a lot of time and they take a lot of effort. And That's not for everybody to do. We have a mentorship program for that design, right? So the profit share, every one of us have named somebody, and the idea behind it is we've named the person that was most influential for you joining the Market Center. For me, it was my mother-in-law, because when I was getting my license, she's like, you're going to Keller Williams, you don't have a choice. I said, okay, right? I have a choice. I couldn't even look anywhere else, because then she would have killed me. I'm glad she did. She forced me to it, right? So, and she's glad she did. Anybody else understand that? Any confusion around how that works? So a lot of times people are nervous about, like, I don't want to have new people come and join Keller Williams because I don't want to have to mentor, I don't have time. That it very clearly in the contract, the first thing it says, it's not supposed to be a mentorship. We have a mentorship program for that. All it is a thank you. They don't even have to like you. All right? So every one of us pays company dollar. We have a split, correct? Of our split, when we close a deal, of our cap comes into company dollar. The Market Center then becomes profitable of how much money we make off the agents, correct? So, when's the last time we haven't been profitable? Anyone know? You want to guess?
Never.
Boom, never. We've been profitable since we've been open. We've always been profitable, so we've always had something to profit share. In fact, we have a big giant check outside that shows us up to date where we're at with profit share for the year. Last year we did $410,000 in profit share, $430,000 in profit share. So there's a lot of money coming back to the agents every single month, all right? On the 21st of each month, some of the Market Center's profit is automatically deposited right back into your account if someone closed the deal underneath you. So let's say Jason was my friend and I got into real estate and I named Jason, right? I closed my first deal, and that first deal is $10,000. And I'm on an 80-20 split, so $2,000 comes to the Market Center, all right? It's a complicated formula, but of that $2,000, it's calculated to see how much of that turned into a profit in a percentage, right? Of that $2,000, let's say it's gonna roughly be about $300 worth of profit share. Woohoo! So Jason is going to receive, being the person I named, 50% of the overall profit share that I brought in. So he's gonna make $150 as a thank you. And then Jason named Ramses, when he came in, Ramses is gonna make 10% of that. And Ramses named John, John's gonna make 8%, and it goes all the way up to 7 levels. At the 7th level, you make back at 12%. The quickest way to make $1 million off this program is get as many people to your 7th level as possible. There is 194 people have made $1 million or more in profit share, and since Keller Williams, Gary Keller said this year, the person that's gonna make the most out of profit share is yet to join the company. Because of the growth that we expect to happen over the time, all right? And more profit we have in there. The average of those 175 people that make $1 million a year or more in profit share, how many people do you think they have in their first line? Anyone guess? How many? 50?
20.
20?
10.
5, 10? All over the place. 15. So 15 people in their first line. So they just invited 15 people to join Keller Williams. They've invited the right people because those people may have come and turned into team leaders and done other things to go recruit or whatever they did. But 15 is the average. So if you have 15 people to join Keller Williams over time, because those people have done it over time, there's a chance that you can get to that. So it's not hard as we make it out to be. So
I have a question.
Sure.
When you said taking it to the 7th level, does that mean that the person that you recruit needs to recruit a person and then they need to recruit?
They don't have to, but so yeah, exactly. We'll get there.
That's a great question that Ken is asking.
I have a slide on it, I'll
Companies,
show you.
they would have to qualify each line, but Keller Williams,
Yeah.
No.
So, and that makes a big difference between profit share and revenue share.
Yeah. Yeah, like an EXP model, they don't qualify unless they close 3 deals every 6 months. The reality is, guys, is real estate is most agents aren't successful. So they come in and it's always a revolving door of new agents trying to be successful to hit that qualification. Keller Williams, there is no qualification as long as they sell real estate 1 now, 1 in 3 years, you continue to receive that profit share.
But you only get it after the 3rd transaction, is that right?
No,
Is that-
first
that's
transaction.
changed?
No, first transaction. Close something, you get the deal. Cool. Yep. How it works. Vesting. The coolest part about Keller Williams, so if you joined before April 1st, 2020, once you're with Keller Williams for 3 years and 1 day, you are vested. So even if you died, even if you changed companies, even if something happened, you continue to receive your profit share. So right now, if something was to happen to me, my wife would continue to receive my profit share forever, and then from her to my kids. So it is we talk about legacy.
And that's unique to Keller Williams, no other company offers.
Yeah, no other company offers that. That is just us. So it is and to be completely transparent, is one of the reasons why I decided to take the job at the team leader at the time, because I thought that would be a great way to bring in passive income consistently for my kids for the future. For those of you that joined after 2020, when you've been at Keller Williams Associate for 7 consecutive years and 1 day, then you are vested. When the vested association makes a business decision to move to a competing brand, their profit share would then no longer be follows. For those associates who choose to return to Keller Williams with 6 months, they would then, their vesting period would be reset to reflect the prior vesting and downline. The reason why they did this, guys, is because EXP was formed by Keller Williams, previous Keller Williams people, and they were living off their profit share and made a competing company and lived off the profit share they were making. So Keller Williams got together, the Leadership Council, the ALC, like we have here, we have it for, got together and they said, we didn't think that was fair for a competing for them to go make a competing company against us and live off the success that we're doing to make a company where they didn't have to take a salary on because they were living off their profit share. So we decided to change that in 2020. Any questions on that? Make sense so far?
Yep.
Okay. You can will your profit share to a beneficiary like we talked about. You always have access to who's in your downline, what that looks like by going to mykw.kw.com. The top left by your picture, there's a thing that says reports. And there will show you your business year over year, all sorts of good stuff, but it'll also show you your profit share tree. You can see who you named, who theirs are, you can see it all, right? We're open book. You can see everything. So how do we grow profit share? We talk about in molds, what you focus on expands, correct?
Yep.
What you focus on expands. So focus on it. Develop a purposeful plan. When I was talking to the previous team leader, Rob, and I was talking about getting into commercial, I like the commercial space. I enjoy numbers and things that make sense. It's a less emotional side of feelings of the house. It's more money driven. And we were talking about it, and he's like, you know, if you just spent an hour a week focusing on building a downline, you probably will make more money over time. And I'm thinking like, I don't know, like that seems, I don't know. And he was absolutely right, because the amount of time it took to get into commercial was incredibly expensive and an investment. It took a very long time. And really building your downline with a strategic plan isn't as hard as it seems, and it does pay off over time. Have a plan in place to activate your passive income potential. Utilize the KW resources, the profit share on KW Connect, KW Maps coaching program. And we have a real estate school, guys. We have a real estate school. We have a career night. We have a free choice to get your license. We have all these things to help people get into real estate. Oh my gosh, you just walked by as Marge, and that's hilarious. Was that Norita?
That was Norita.
Oh my gosh, that's really good.
No way.
Yeah, she's
what?
look at oh, so good! Yeah! Oh, that's so good. Okay. Anyways, so utilize the resources. We have to make it simple for you. You invite people to career night. Everyone out there could be a potential real estate agent. Raise your hand if you're once a new real estate agent. We all were. Sam was a new real estate agent. We were all new at once. You never know who could be successful. Raise your hand if you've ever done a deal with somebody that wasn't at Keller Williams. Those are all potential people. I'm telling you guys, we try to make it simple, but we don't have plans around it. We just had bold. We had filled this room full of people experiencing something they haven't experienced before. We had 2 guests in the room, and this is amazing. We have nothing like this. I recruit for a living. I talk to agents outside of other companies all the time. Most companies, a few do, but most don't offer the kind of training and development we focus on around business and stuff. Invite them to experience it. That's all you have to do. Because when they experience it, they want to be a part of it. Make sense? Mm-hmm. So when we have these events like Bold, and we have these even chili cook-off and costume parties and stuff, the culture that we have, or KW Cares Day, or our Red Day, or any of these events, invite people to experience it. You don't have to convince them of anything. If you try trying to convince somebody, it's never going to happen. You just they have to experience it. All right, so how your tree grows, right? There's you. And then whoever you named is your sponsor, correct?
Right.
Well, then it's you, your sponsor, and your sponsor's sponsor. That makes sense because it goes 7 levels. So how it works is, I'm going to bring this over for everybody to see on Zoom, kind of. Mike, right here, let me spin this around. There's a way to. Oh, I broke it. Never mind. We're doing it this way. Okay. See that, Zoom? All right. So when you come in, this is you, right? You named someone. I named my mother-in-law, right? And then she named Amy,
Okay.
right? My line goes up. Then when I talk to people about joining Keller Williams, I cold call people. I cold call agents all the time. I reach out to people, I try to form relationships. That's my job to grow the business, right? So there is times where I cold call somebody and they do name me as a sponsor, right? So let's say I called a friend and I invited them to career night. And they come to career night and they join Keller Williams. And then they name me, and this friend will pretend it's Jason. Right? So this is my upline. People that are here before me. Believe it or not, Sam's in my upline. Sam's like the 7th or 6th level because it just happened that way. Sam recruited a few people. There's a couple people in between. One of those people brought in Amy. And then Amy, a few people in between, brought in my mother-in-law. My mother-in-law brought me in, and we're all connected. So every time I would sell real estate, Sam was actually getting a piece of that. And because his downline is growing from all the people he's recruited, because he was the first team leader when he started Keller Williams, right? He was the first person that brought everybody together to recruit, to bring them into Keller Williams. So that's your upline, that's your downline. Does that make sense?
Yep.
How that works? So I'm going to go through how the money works. So it goes 7 levels. So a lot of times people think like a multi-level marketing where the person, Gary Keller, is making trillions of dollars on everyone's profit share tree. Not true. In fact, it stops after 7 levels, and there is an excess that he would get because he started the company. So there is times where the 7th level wouldn't happen, the money has to go past that. Instead of taking that money like he should have, like anyone would have done, like a normal person, he takes that money and puts it back into KW Kids Can?
Yeah.
I think it's KW, he put it into a charity fund that he started to give back to kids. Like, it's pretty cool. So it's not like a pyramid where the person at the start of it makes all the billions and everyone else is just, that's not how it works. It ends after 7 levels, the people drop off. So first level, 2nd level, 3rd level, 4th level, 5th level, 6th level, the 7th level. The first level, you get 50%. Then the 2nd level, you get 10. And then I believe it's 8, something like that. Then it goes back to, it's actually 8, 5. It's a 5 in here. Sorry, my handwriting's terrible. Then it goes back to 10. Then at the very last level, you get 12. And I know some of you guys are counting right now and going, that's not 100 even. I might be off on one of these by like a 6 or a 5, I forget which way it is. But basically that's how the flow works. 50 all the way % down. So if the person comes in, an average capper at our office brings in about almost $4,000 in profit share for the year. So if you bring in a capper underneath you, someone that brings in a full cap value, at the first level you could expect about $2,000 from that person that comes to you as a thank you throughout the year. And then it breaks down all the way into the percentages for the other $2,000. Does that make sense?
Yep. Yeah.
So your people that do business, that do a cap, because once they cap, there's no more profit from the person. We don't make any more money off someone when they cap, so it stops. So if you get a capper underneath you, you'll notice when their cap resets, because you start making good profit share, you're like, yeah! And then they stop, they're like, oh, I capped. Bummer.
Yeah. It's terrible.
I know. It is. I always tell Zach Sprague was one of the very first people I recruited to this company. And I always tell him, because he caps in like a month. I'm like, dude, stop capping so fast. Thank you, this month's really cool. But man, you do it too quick. I want to make money over time. It's a good problem to have. So anyway, so that's how the flow works. So anybody that comes in and names you as that first line, your goal is just to get people to join, to name you as a sponsor, and welcome them to Keller Williams. That make sense? So it grows and it grows and it grows past your second level. So just focus on your first level, because at the end of the day, if you want to grow your profit share tree, you want to grow your line, your goal is just to get to 15 people in your first line. So how to do it? Agents that you do deals with and past clients are great ways to do it. Past clients are a great opportunity for two reasons. We all have past clients, most of us do, unless you're brand new, right? And we have a career night that happens every other month. We're supposed to call our clients once a quarter. And most of the time people go, what do I call them about? I don't know what to say. Ring, ring. Jason, play with me. Ring. Hey Jason, it's Garrett. How you doing?
Doing great, how are you?
I'm doing great. Hey man, how's the house?
It's amazing, I love it.
You still loving it? Still loving the area?
It's amazing.
Awesome. Hey, our office is doing a career night, welcome new real estate agents to the business. And I'm reaching out. Do you know anyone that's been looking to kind of shift careers or get into real estate?
You know, Garrett, I'm glad you brought that up. I'm actually thinking about this.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That would be great. You know, it's a great career, man. Well, hey, it's this Thursday at 6 o'clock over at the office. Remember where it's at?
Yeah, I remember.
Awesome. Well, hey, I'll put your name on the RSVP list, so you'll be there, right?
Yes, I will.
Awesome. I'll get your name in there and get that information.
Thank you.
All right, see you Thursday.
Cool.
That's it. It's that part. So you're just, hey, who do you know that's looking at, a lot of times it's like, oh, my son was thinking of, everyone knows somebody that's been thinking about getting into real estate. And really, I don't care if they're thinking about getting real estate that much. It's more the contact with someone I just sold a house with, and they know I'm talking about real estate to them. That's the big benefit. But it's also another reason to talk to them. Could we all make that call and feel comfortable?
Yes.
Because normally it's the fear of calling the people we know and we love and feeling like we're bugging them, right? So it's an easy way that we could reach out and talk to them about getting into real estate. We're going to skip that. Okay, start the conversation. So really start the conversation. It's super simple. Start with a compliment. If you're in a business with somebody, if you're in a deal with somebody, you think they might be a fit, they're in culture, you enjoy doing the deal with them, please don't. They're like, this guy's the biggest a-hole ever, but I want to get him in my downline. That's not what we want. We want to find people that are good within culture of joining Keller Williams, right? So start the conversation. Really, it starts with a compliment. Share a great compliment about them, or share something that you enjoyed about what they did or during the experience. Like, hey, I really appreciate the way you handled the lender and you got them to close within 21 days or getting ready. I appreciate that. Say, hey, want to grab a cup of coffee? I'd like to pick your brain on what you're using, what's working for you. How do you keep finding buyers right now that are qualified? Look for the opportunities to help. So if you do sit with them and talk, or if you do grab a coffee and forming a relationship with someone, asking them questions, look for opportunities, right? Things that you know that you've been taught. I guarantee you most of them don't even know what a CRM is. I guarantee most of them have never read an MREA or have never read any of the systems and models in their business. So you could bring a book. Hey, I got you this book. It really helped me in my business. Something to consider, right? And then refer them to me. It's my job to close them. It's not your job. It's difficult. It's not easy to get to that point. Your job is to build relationships and to be the, if you go to a steakhouse and it's the best steak you've ever had, what do you do about it?
Tell people.
You tell people. Oh my gosh, go to this steakhouse, it's so good, look at it, it's amazing, right? So we want to bring that experience to you guys, so you're sharing that experience so people are interested in coming. And then it'll be my job to go meet with them and close them and get them under your downline. Right? And I promise you this, that I will do everything in my power to get them in your downline. The only time it doesn't happen is if two of you have given me the same person, and unfortunately that person has to decide between the two of you. And that does happen. It does happen. Completely transparent. And it happens.
Oh my gosh, did they choose you or no? I didn't even know that was
No.
you.
They chose Thor. So set up a meeting with them, just meet with them, just try to form relationships. It's what we do anyways, and it's never bad to have a relationship with other agents, right? You could also invite people to career night. I'm going to skip through this because we're going to try to end a little bit early so we could go get everything set up in Chile. Question?
Yeah, so if they're out of the area to a different state and they're going to a completely different office, they're still in our downline.
Yep, still in your downline, anywhere. And by the way, we're in 52 countries.
Wow.
56 countries. I don't know why I said 52. Yeah, we gain every time. Oh, man. Jimmy looks good. Oh, Jimmy!
I gotta take a picture.
Oh, Jimmy.
That's great.
Jimmy looks pretty good. You guys should Zoom. You gotta come show Zoom.
That is out of control.
Since I won the championship last year for the chili cook-off, I had to come as a champion,
Yeah.
guys. So
Yeah. Step to a Slim Jim. Oh, yeah. All right. Anyway, things that you guys can contribute, things that most agents, most people don't have, is they don't normally have a system for their business. That's where most agents struggle. In fact, when I meet with people, all I do is ask great questions about their business, and I help them self-discover that they're running around with their heads chopped off and they don't have any systems. And then I ask great questions about, hey, what are you using to, like a goal planning sheet? Like, what do you do to track where you're at? Like a GPS. What do you do for your weekly, what are you doing for your weekly activities to make that? A 411. Have you read the one thing? What's your one thing that you can focus on, right? Have you read the MREA? Have you read Shift? Do you know what a 2-to-1 buy down is, right? I bring the value that we have here, just steal it and I give it to them. And a lot of times that they're like, oh, this is interesting, I want to learn more. Make sense?
Yep.
Here's a great script to refer them if you do a deal, and the last thing you do is at least this, is the script is, hey, Jason, we just did a deal together and you're at, whatever, 1, 2, 3, 4 brokerage. Ready? Go. Ring, ring.
Hello.
Hey, Jason, it's Garrett. How you doing, man?
Hey, what's up, Garrett? How's it going?
It's going good, man. Hey, I just want to call and say I love doing the transaction with you. You were awesome. Seriously, awesome. I was walking by my team leader's office and we were chatting about something and I brought you up the other day and I just mentioned how great you were. Hey, he wanted to call and just say thank you for the business. Would you take that call for me?
Sure.
Awesome, man. Well, I appreciate it. You have a good one. Hey, and the next time I write you an offer, you're going to accept it, right?
Maybe.
Ha! All right, I'll talk to you soon. You accepted. Can we make that call?
Yes.
It's not a challenging call to make. And most of the time, they're not gonna, when I make the call to thank them, it's just opening up dialogue, to start the conversation. It might not be tomorrow they join Keller Williams, but sometimes they do eventually, and it does take some time. And we have a system, we put in who gave us the lead, and we mark it, and so we try to always go back to the first person that referred them to us originally. That's just how we do it. To be fair, doesn't always happen. Like I said, sometimes 2 agents give us the same person, but we do our best to get them in your guys' downline to make sure you're growing your profit stream. Any questions on this? No.
Pretty thorough.
It's pretty thorough. It's a really cool system that was designed to help you guys have equity in the company. I mean, the idea behind a private company is how can we get ownership? Well, ownership through profit share. We give back 50% of the profit. It's up to you if you go get a part of it or not, right? And guess what? The more we grow, the more everybody makes.
Oh yeah.
The profit share grows, but if we're more profitable for the month, there's more profit for to give back. The months that we make a ton of money, the profit share is really good. The months where we're tight, it's not as good. It's how it works. So you have equity in the company through profit share. It's the gift that keeps on giving forever. Sound good?
Yep.
Yeah.
Who wants to grow their profit share tree? I do.
I do.
I do. I do. All right, that's all we got for today. Let's go have some chili. Let's have some fun. Actually, we're not having chili yet. We're doing some costume.
Chili at 12.
We're doing costumes right now, right?
Where is on check?
Are they coming back to do it?
They're the judges.
They're the judges. All right, so if you guys want to stick around and have some fun, we're going to do a costume contest. We got Baby Shark over here. We got,
Shark in the market.
I don't know what we got in the back. We got Macho Man Randy Savage.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
He's looking real good. We got some superheroes.
A man and a banana.
And we got a banana.
This looks like the Marvel.
Where's Mark?
And we got Jason,
Where's Mark?
Jimmy on a regular day. The hockey player.
Everything.
Marv's right there.
Not Marvin.
He's not blood on the mask.
Marvin is Marvin.
All right, guys, we'll have some fun. If you want to stick around, Zoom if you want to stick around and watch the contest. We'll be here.
Is that Buddy Slam?
Suplex.
Suplex City. That's perfect.
Oh, yeah, the bottom. Hey, love it. Yes, sir.
You look awesome.
You did? Thanks, you too.
Thank you.
bad broker advice, but I get it